Hi, everybody. So today we're just going to do a channeled message. So we'll see what Spirit has to say on whatever you're going through or anything like that. So there's a huge shift of energies. Okay, so it's almost like the vibration is raising. So it's almost like the veil, or what we would perceive as the veil, would be thinner. So it's like bringing realms closer together. And so some people might have more, like, they can see shadows moving around more or other things. I don't know. People's sight is getting a lot clearer. People can see things way better than they have, you know, which is funny too, because this is something that about 2 years ago was projected to happen, and it's really happening now. So, I mean, for anybody out there, you're not going crazy. There's a lot of people out there too that are just really in tune more with their spiritual side. Um, has to do with the planetary movements and all the retrogrades in March too. It's like a portal gate opening or something like that. I'm feeling. It's actually a really beautiful portal gate. Anyways, so one thing I'm being told out of many is that we really need to start letting go of the past, because it seems like it keeps trying to hold on to us as we're moving into this next, this next step. And I know in one of my readings I did talk about how we're falling back into the same habitual patterns. Okay. Now, I'm just, it's a little, there's a lot that I'm going through, and it's like I'm seeing it in pictures and stuff like that. So it's like I'm putting it in words as fast as I can. Well, I could probably go faster, but I'm watching it like a movie. Anyways, so I saw like a kid's sticky hand, and it was blue. And it was like, you throw it, and it goes, and it pulls it back to you. So it's like we're playing with ourselves in a way. I don't know if like our inner child or the things. It's blue. Okay, so blue could represent the things like childhood trauma. So it seems like the childhood trauma that some of us are holding on to is still holding us back, and have you guys ever like played Lincoln Logs or stacked blocks? I'm just getting blocks and stuff. Whoever played with blocks or created things like Legos or something, just like stackable items on top of each other to like make different things like dinosaurs or castles or, pirate ships, or mountains, you know. Um, I feel like that would help you get in touch with that inner childlike self. And I am seeing something about a boat and water. I don't know if somebody's been like kayaking or rafting. It looks pretty treacherous. So I don't know if somebody had a bad experience when they were rafting or something and somebody fell like off the boat. I don't know. I'm seeing a man on the shore like hollering. He's kind of older with a beard and a hat on. I'm not sure what that's about. Um I see. Next thing I'm seeing is something about like seagulls and flying a kite on the beach. So I don't know if some of you guys grew up on the beach flying kites with your family or anything like that, but it feels kind of peaceful, but it's almost like something wasn't said. Something wasn't said. Um, like there was a meaning to tell somebody something, but it just didn't come out. I'm hearing, just know that it's okay. I understand. I don't know what that is. I'm sure you guys do, or one of you do. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing. Like oars. I'm still seeing oars. I don't know. I'm being pulled back to like a Viking ship where there's like this guy with like big fuzzy chest and like a hat with two horns on it, and he's standing at the top of his boat like this. He's really proud. So it's almost like that raw natured spirit and having pride while making others do the work for you while you just stand there prideful at the bow of your ship watching your men struggle while you just stand there and look at them, and you're supposed to support them, but there you are just standing there proud as could be. So it's about somebody letting go of their ego and their pride and stop watching people around you suffer and do all the work around you and actually just jump in and do the work too. Because if you just also help, the load isn't going to be as rough on everybody, including you. Because imagine a mutiny. One of these days, your crew's not going to be there to row your ship for you. Okay. So when your crew is gone, who's going to row the boat? You have no experience. So how are you going to keep it afloat? Just an idea. I'm seeing people stargazing and looking up at the stars. And there's like a campfire. And you're roasting marshmallows. And it's like there's crickets. So I don't know if it's like a chili. It's probably chilly. Just a little bit chilly because crickets, I think. Cricket, it's chilly. I don't know, like 60 or something. Really nice weather. So it could be in the spring or the fall. Like a camping trip. Probably in the fall. I'm seeing fall trees now. And it's like, you guys are telling these stories. Or you're listening to a story. And while you're listening to the story, like, you're imagining it. And it's like you are picturing yourself there living in that moment with that story as it's being told. So it's like, in a way, putting yourself in different perspective, or like literally living your imagination instead of just dreaming of it. Almost like don't hold back from living your dreams, because all you have to do is speak them into reality. You don't have to replay them over and over again in your mind to live those moments. You can actually go physically live them if you choose to. The only thing that's holding you back from doing that is you. I'm hearing go fish, and I see people sitting. I don't know if it looks like a log, kind of. It's like an older person and like a kid, and there's no shoes on them, but they're sitting on something, but they can still put their feet in the water, and they've got no shoes on, and they're kicking their feet while they're fishing. And they're not really even fishing. They're fishing, they're just having fun in the moment while they're fishing. Maybe they were fishing for just an escape, to get away, to go and be kids and live authentically. Because it brings you back to that inner joy, when you're fishing. But like, it's not like they were taking it serious, so it wasn't like they were going to fishing for food or anything. They were just doing it as an escape. So what if we didn't have to make an excuse and find an escape out of life to be able to enjoy and have fun? Like, what if we could just, it doesn't matter what we're doing, just be able to have fun in every moment instead of trying to make a moment for it? I feel life would be enjoyable to live it that way. But it seems like a lot of the times we always pack our schedules with so much stuff that sometimes it's impossible to do in a day. And we don't make that moment of time for ourselves to enjoy the day just a little bit. I mean, sometimes people, they read books when they go to bed, but that's really nostalgic, is what I'm getting, being read books to bed. But that shouldn't be the only time that you make a moment for yourself. You should be able to live in the moment joyfully without having to figure out how, when, or why you're going to do it. Having fun shouldn't be an excuse to escape for a moment. And life shouldn't be so serious either. There should be joy and playful and fun. I'm seeing like butterflies now, like a whole bunch of butterflies. It's like like a massive transformation. It's like in the wintertime, you eat and you eat and you eat, and the caterpillar, well, it doesn't happen in the wintertime. I guess many different cycles happen at different times for bugs, but energetically wise, it's like you eat knowledge, you eat your learning or whatever. I'm feeling it's like an internal journey, the transformation of the self. It's like there was a lot of work that I'd say we did, but definitely somebody did, that we did in the wintertime There's a lot of work on ourselves that we did, a lot of looking back and finding the appreciation for all of the things that we've seen and learned and experienced. And it's like now the cocoon is cracked. It's like you cracked the code of the lessons learned and you're ready to fly. But it's like you're not even ready to fly. You're already flying. You're already there. You know, you're already transformed in a massive way. I don't know. I still feel like some people are holding on to doubt. It's more like, I'm feeling it's more like self-doubt and disbelief. Like it's oh, I don't think I can do that kind of thought. Or where do I start? Where to begin? Where to begin? You can begin here and now. You can do it right now. It's just a choice. You know, just see wherever you're flying to and just start flapping. It's a beautiful rainbow butterfly, so it's like you've got a lot of knowledge in many different areas, many different aspects. It's like you can do a lot of things. You're multifaceted in many areas of, including creativity. Like I'm feeling an artist, a painter who's very creative. I'm seeing almost like they don't care to get messy. And a mistake is just a beautiful discovery. I'm seeing like a pastelish kind of forest green. So I don't know if like a meadow in nature brings about a lot of peace to you. But it's like there's trees all around and it's really, really green and the sun is just shining down. It's really bright and there's a little tiny breeze, but it's just that sun makes it just warm and cozy in the meadow. And it's beautiful because it's almost like you can't hear anything around you except for just nature itself. And it nurtures you. It's almost like that's where you get your creativity from. It's like your inspiration and your ideas of what am I going to paint? What am I going to create now? It's almost like the trees talk to you and say, hey, what about this? Yeah. It's a really cool experience. Somebody's really, really big into plants and animals. But it's like they care for plants. I don't know if you garden or have plants in your house, like an ivy plant or something like that. It's like the more joy you have, the better your plants in your house grow. Because they're energetic beings too. They do feel the energy around them just like we do. And so like when there's a lot of harsh, energies, it's pretty chaotic sometimes. It's very heavy and sometimes it makes it uncomfortable for the plant, just like it makes us uncomfortable. And it's funny, actually, that uncomfortable energy can kill a plant, but it could also be what neutralizes it. You ever hear that thing about hugging a tree? It's like when you're upset and you're angry and stuff like that, or you're having a bad day, you got all these negative heavinesses on you. You just go hug a tree and it's like you feel so much better. It's like a weight is lifted off of you and you feel just better. You feel so much better. Or at least a little bit better. Better than you did before. It's like that tree helped you. And while you stood there breathing, you helped it breathe. Scratching backs, huh? Yeah. I'm seeing a big clock, but it's like this big, and the hands on it just keep spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. So it's almost like somebody's constantly thinking about the time. I don't know. I'm hearing I'm late for a very important date. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't realize the time change. There was a time change. So make sure you guys set your clock back so that you're not late for work and stuff. Make sure you get your alarm set. Most people do it on their phones and they do it automatically. So just in case somebody needs to hear that. I totally forgot. But it seems like somebody is worried about timing of a date of some sort, though. And it seems like it's coming really fast. And they don't know if they're ready or they're prepared for it to come. And it seems like there's a lot of anxiety and you're working yourself up about it. And it's almost like self-induced stress. And it's kind of making me out of breath a little bit. It's like, take a second to just breathe. Just sit in peace. Breathe it out and, try not to be so hard on yourself worrying about this date that's coming up, because everything's going to be okay. However it turns out is however that it needs to be. Everything is for a reason. Sometimes we don't know the reason why, but it's important, to notice that the universe is scratching our back. It's got us. It's supporting us in where we're going to next. And sometimes when things aren't perceived as how we expect them to go, maybe there's something that the experience that we were going through had something else it needed to teach us or to show us that we just weren't aware of at that moment. So letting go of expectations and going with the flow will cause, that anxiety and that stress to subside. But if you do hold expectations and it doesn't happen the way that you expected it to, at least take a moment to reflect on the moment and see what it truly was supposed to show you about yourself and how you were choosing to act, or what you were choosing to do during that moment. I'm hearing it's not to blame it on somebody else and what they're doing is why your moment ended up not how you expected. Because it's your moment. You were living it, and you're responsible for your moment. And I'm seeing like a bag, and you're shoving all this energy into it. Like there's a lot of energy being put into it, and you're trying to like make this bundled up package of how it should be, and it's almost like you're trying to, like you're bringing a lot of energetic supplies to go set it up exactly how you want it, piece by piece. It's like you're trying to control the situation. But I just saw like Santa Claus dumping the bag upside down, dumping it all out on the floor. Like, don't do that. Just let it go. Because every moment is unique like snow. You can't force things to happen. When you do that, you're like forcing yourself into the experience, experiencing some sort of disarray or, unhappiness, whatever. But if you just go with the flow and trust, everything will work out. I'm hearing don't be vengeful. I don't know if you're fighting with somebody. It's like, I'm hearing things aren't what you thought they were. It's like, how you see it isn't how it was. So it's like you have assumptions made up. Like you made up your mind, and I'm feeling really heavy in the headspace. It's like you thought it up and thought it up and thought it up, and you put a lot of thought into it or worry. And it's like, I'm hearing your mind made up something to fill in the spaces of the things that you didn't know for sure. It's like you assumed it and then said that this is truth. But it's not all how you thought it is. It's like something's wrong. It's like a gear. I'm seeing like a machine and the gear fell off and it rolled away. And then you're looking somewhere else, like in the wrong direction for the gear, instead of right over there where the gear actually is laying. It's like you're looking in the opposite direction, but you're for sure that the gear's over there, but it's not. I saw a tire pop. It's like I just saw a big picture of a tire and it goes pop. So I don't know if you need your tires checked or if there's something rubbing against it or you run over a nail or you need air in it, something like that. I heard tire break, so I don't know if your brakes are squeaking, so maybe you need your brakes checked. I'm seeing rust. I don't know if they're really rusted or not, but with the weather and stuff, the snow and the roads and stuff kind of make things rust a lot. So just make sure, you're driving safe. Check your tires and stuff. Or your fluids. Checking your fluids. I'm seeing somebody drink water now. So make sure that whoever you are too, you're staying hydrated, because it seems like you're getting really dehydrated and it's causing headaches. So if you're experiencing headaches, it's because you're dehydrated and you need to drink water. I'm seeing a white flag and I heard it's a call to peace. And then I heard it's time for peace. So, like, stop fighting a war. Stop fighting a battle even within yourself. I saw somebody with a very, like, angry face, and they were, like, talking, like, ranting to somebody. Just ranting at people. There's a few of them there. It's like a few people sitting there like, oh my gosh, really? So it's like there's a lot of gossip going around. Somebody's talking a lot of crap about something or somebody. But it's like I saw like quiet, like, bring peace to the situation. Don't aggravate it, because your words hurt. But your words hurt yourself. because what you say, it's your creation. Okay, so when you're speaking out into the universe, it's going to echo back and you're going to get it back. It's like a reverb. Some people call it karma. So it's like whatever you say goes out. And karma's not always bad. Karma's good too. It's like when you say good things come back. If you say bad things come back to you. So, and I saw a bee, like a little bee. So be careful with what you say, because it might end up stinging you. It's funny because bees, when they sting you, they die. So just be careful you don't cause yourself your own tower moment by talking trash. Especially to an audience. I'm hearing misleading, so it's like misleading information's being told and they're believing misleading information that's false. It's like it's not true. I saw somebody turn into a donkey, so I guess they are really not being kind about it. Like they're being a donkey when they're going about it. And it's like, and it's not even, okay, so it's not like it is blowing off steam, okay? You're not letting it out to blow off steam. You're doing it and you're enjoying talking crap. Somebody's enjoying talking crap about somebody. Then it's going to come back to them. Because they need to see that lesson, I guess. That's what they're asking the universe for. So. Let's see, one more thing. Seeing a monkey. I don't know, when it's so silly. I don't know if somebody's going to see people. I don't know if it's like a business or something like that, or like job. Something about a suit. So I don't know if you have to get a suit or something. A suitable suit for something. I don't know. I heard tacky glue, so I don't know. Maybe you broke something and you have to fix it with glue. And tacky glue is like a crafting glue for creators. So it's like tacky glue doesn't hold very well. It's just kind of tacky. So whatever you're trying to mend quickly that you broke isn't going to hold. And it's not like trying to find a durable solution either. It's like you just have to deal with the problem. Because that's the karma, I guess. I don't know what happened. But anyways, those are the messages. So maybe next time. See ya.